Hello and welcome to Maione Magic Review. I'm Mike Maione and I am going to review a product today. This will be the first of what I hope to be many magic prop reviews, and I want to tell you that there's only one thing that each one of these products will have in common, and that is that I bought them with my money. So I can be as objective as I like. I can tell you if something's good, I can tell you if something's bad. I'll point out the pros, I'll point out the cons. What are we going to talk about this time round? Cool magic switchboard, uh, produced by Martin Anderson. And a switchboard. What's a switchboard? Well, you've probably seen a gazillion of them. They're quite plentiful. There's big ones, there's small ones, there's battery operated ones, there's plug-in ones, and there's a ton of them. In fact, here's just a smattering of some of the images of magic switchboards you may find on the internet. This one right here, that's probably the most common. That's the Wellington switchboard. The one we're going to talk about today is by Martin Anderson. That is Martin Anderson. Martin Anderson is, he is Idea Lab, and I'm going to show you his website. If you haven't discovered his website, you must. He has a blog where he shares so many great secrets, and it's what he calls open source magic. So I strongly recommend you get that. And interestingly enough, I thought Idea Lab was there was an extra A in there, and that the extra A was there because the website Idea Lab with one A was already taken. No, Idea Lab actually stands for something, and I have to read this. It's idea investigation and development of electronics for artistic applications. So that's what the extra A is. It's applications. So there you go. Go to his website. Let's talk about Switchboard. This is what you get when you buy Switchboard. It's a attractive box with a wrap and a metal case inside. Let's take a look inside the case. When you open it up, you have a nice tin that protects everything with foam all around. Nice foam protection. You have a quick start guide right here, and you have some information that'll help you with discover how to use the device, and you can quickly get to it with by scanning this little QR code, and you should register the device. Because lots of good things happen when you register it, believe me. Here's what you get inside. Inside, you get a bunch of bulbs. You have some special bulbs. These special bulbs, they produce a real kicker ending for some routines. And then you have some extra parts in case you decide you want to mount the board somewhere. You have this charger. You see the batteries that this is operated with are rechargeable batteries, and this is just a USB charger, as you can see right there. Just plug that into USB and you can charge your batteries. Of course, you have light bulbs, 4 colors, and white for the various routines you might develop. And of course, you have the switchboard. So let's put some light bulbs in here and let me show you how it works. So I've placed each one of the lights. There are 4 colored lights, and you can see there are caps on the switches. I've put the colors directly opposite the color bulb. And now I'm going to put in a battery. Batteries just click in, and now I'll show you how it works. Basically, each light is operated by the switch that's opposite it. Simple enough. But this can do something very peculiar. You can see that right now all the lights are lined up in this orientation where the green is opposite the green and controlling the green light. What can happen is we can swap the caps, and the spectator could direct this. I have the 4 caps right here. So instead of the red being over here, I'm going to put the red over here. And instead of the blue being over here, I'm going to put the blue over here. The green, I'm going to put over here opposite the blue, and the yellow cap there. So now I have a completely different setup. What's curious about this device, though, is the green bulb, first one right here, is still going to be controlled by the switch with the green cap. And the red bulb way over here, that's going to be controlled, the switch with the red cap. The blue with the blue cap, and the yellow with the yellow cap. I know that's kind of crazy, so I'm going to show you again, but this time what I'll do is instead mix the bulbs up. Green is still is over here and controlled by the green switch, and the blue, which is over here, is now still controlled by the blue cap switch, and the red by the red cap, and the yellow by the yellow cap switch. So you can mix up the bulbs, you can mix up the caps, and no matter where you put them, they light the corresponding same color light. There is a lot to this little device. I showed you one basic routine, but this thing does a whole lot more. Let's take a look at the pros and cons. The pros. First off, it's small. It only measures 2.5 by 4 inches. That's tiny. That's tiny. So it's not going to take up a lot of room in your case. There are 7 different effects. I did just one. Mix up bulbs, mix up switch caps. That's just one of 7 different effects that are packed into this device. The device will store 5 different routines. So you can, if you wanted to do, for the same audience, do a completely different routine. There are 2 pre-programmed routines. I did the first one, the very basic one. Very easy to do. You can learn that in an afternoon. Right out of the box, you can do that one. It's battery operated, and the batteries are rechargeable, which we mentioned already. That's a great feature. The control program, the brain of this device, is open source. That's the kind of thing Martin does all the time. Open source, meaning if you know how to program an Arduino, and if you're brave enough, you can mess around with the coding that the brain of this unit, how to do something completely different. It's not something I'm going to touch. The cool thing is, while you're doing this routine, you can pass this device out, and the spectator can play with the lights. And if you say the blue switch is over here and it controls the blue light that's over there, they can turn it on and off as many times as they like. It's not going to change. It's going to do what you said it's going to do. There's excellent online resources. Now you get the quick study guide here, or the quick start guide, tells you how to make a basic program and the different effects. But you go to the website and there's detailed information, and the detailed information isn't just written or PDFs that you can download, or HTML pages that you can look at. There's videos there where Martin goes over the routines, the effects, and what each effect does, so that you can incorporate those into your presentations. So there's great online resources. There's spare parts. If you lose a bulb, break a bulb burns out, one of these little caps falls out, you don't know where to get it. He's got extra parts. You have extra parts in the box when you get it, but you can also buy more. And then finally, excellent customer service. Let me repeat that. Excellent customer service. I'm going to do that one more time. Excellent customer service. Oh yeah, all the time. Great customer service from Martin Henderson, and I mean that. Of course, there are cons, and one of the cons is exactly what one of the benefits are. I said it was small. Well, it is small, and maybe too small for a parlor or a stage presentation, and a little too big, clumsy. I don't know. I'm not going to put that in my pocket if I was doing strolling magic. Maybe if I was going to do a close-up set, I was going to work out of a box, I would do that. But you really have to think, where are you going to do this? Perfect for Zoom, perfect for Zoom. But are we still doing Zoom shows? Ugh, I hope not long. So you have to think about that. Well, where are you going to use this prop? And you need to remember how to communicate with the device. There are 5 routines. You need to know how to remember how to tell it which of the 5 routines you want to do. And you need to remember the order of the effects so that you can trigger, which one, what's going to trigger what. And so there is a little bit of memory involved. Not as much as it is to learn the Harrison stack or the Tamara stack, but you do have to remember things. And finally, one last con. I don't know, is it a con really? It's $300. That's a lot of money. Yeah, I don't tell my wife I spent $300 on anything. Certainly not a magic prop. She'd shoot me. But $300 is actually less than some of the other switchboards go for, and this does so much more. So you have to think about that. And what's good about $300 is that Joe teenager isn't likely to spend $300 to learn to buy this device and learn how it works. I did give Switchboard an overall rating, and the overall rating I gave Switchboard is 4.5 stars. Why the half star? Well, the half star is because it's a little clumsy to put in your pocket. You don't want to put it in your pocket like that. So Martin, if you're watching, do me a favor, Martin. Come up with a case. It's only the thickness of 2 decks of cards. Come up with a case that'll protect this and allow me to slip it in my pocket. So if I'm doing strolling magic, I can pull it out. I think it would be fun. But hey, if you enjoyed this review, I hope you'll subscribe to this channel, and I hope you'll come back the next time we put something. So make sure that you say notifications. So I'll tell you when I have a new review, a new Maione review for you to tune into. This is Switchboard. I give it 4.5 stars. It's a great product, and I'm going to leave you with a little video that I made for one of my Zoom shows. So enjoy, and I hope to see you next time. I joined my local speakers bureau. They gave me a job the first night. They said, Mike, you're going to be the official timer tonight. And they gave me these lights to use. They said it's a pretty simple job. Each speaker gets 5 minutes. When they start, you turn on the blue light. When they have but 3 minutes left, you turn on the green light. When their time is almost expired, throw the yellow switch and the yellow light will turn on to indicate they have but 1 minute. And then if they go overtime, give them the red light. That seemed pretty simple to me. Red and blue and yellow and green, switches and lamps. How easy could it be? I was ready to go. The first time the speaker got up, I threw the blue switch so the blue light would go on, but the red light went on. The red switch was now controlling the blue light, the green switch the yellow light, and the yellow switch the green light. We're going to have to do something about that. So what I did is I took the caps and exchanged them so that the red light was being controlled by the red switch, the blue light by the blue switch, the green by the green switch, and the yellow by the yellow switch. Okay, we're set to go. Okay, the next speaker got up. I knew what to do, just throw the blue switch, and that's what I did. Unfortunately, the red light went on. The green switch was now controlling the blue light, the red switch the yellow light, and the yellow switch the green light. I think it's time to bring a little magic into the situation. So I changed the caps back to the way they were at the beginning, with each color switch near the appropriate colored lamp. Red next to red, yellow next to yellow, green next to green, and blue next to blue. So let's see if magic can do the trick. And sure enough, the blue switch controls the blue light, the green switch the green light, the yellow switch the yellow light, and the red switch the red light, which indicates the end of this presentation. A quick update on Switchboard. In my review, I mentioned that the device is customizable But I didn't show you an example of a customized routine. So I have a very short customized routine that uses a really cool effect that you can incorporate in your routines. Each bulb is controlled by the adjacent switch. Red, blue, green, and yellow. But it's not the switch that controls the lamp. It's the cap on the switch that controls the lamp. Let's mix them up. I'll put the red here, the blue here, the green here, and the yellow here. And as I said, it's the cap. The red cap then should light the red light, and it does. The blue cap should light the blue light, and it does. The green, the yellow, the yellow. Now, what do you think would happen if I were to remove a cap? Say, this red cap. It no longer operates the light. It doesn't operate any of the lights because it has no color on it. The other lights work fine. Blue, yellow, green. If I were to put the cap back, well, of course, then the lamp should light, as it does. And once again, the blue, the green, the yellow, the yellow. I find this all very confusing, though, so I like to leave the caps set up as they were at the beginning. Each lamp controlled by the adjacent switch. The red, the green, the yellow, the blue. So there you have it, an example of a custom routine that you can do with Switchboard. That was a real short one, using only 3 of the 7 effects that are available. If you want to buy Switchboard, you can buy it. I've put a link in the description below. And even if you don't, you should really go to their website and sign up for their newsletter. It's great. See you next time.